In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush green fields, Mia felt an unshakable sense of restlessness. The village, with its charming cottages and friendly neighbors, was beautiful, yet Mia often felt trapped in its familiarity. Days passed like the gentle flow of the nearby river, predictable and serene, but inside, she yearned for change. One evening, while wandering through a sun-dappled meadow, Mia stumbled upon an old, weathered book half buried in the grass. Curious, she picked it up and dusted it off. The title read, "The Art of Transformation." Intrigued, she began to read about the power of small, intentional changes. The words resonated deeply within her, igniting a flicker of hope. What if she could transform her life, one small step at a time? With renewed determination, Mia decided to take action. She began her journey by committing to a morning ritual. Instead of rushing into her day, she set her alarm for just 15 minutes earlier. Those precious moments were dedicated to mindfulness, breathing deeply, feeling the warmth of the sun on her face, and setting intentions for the day ahead. This simple change made her feel more grounded and connected to herself. Next, she tackled her physical health. Rather than overhauling her entire diet, Mia chose to introduce one healthy meal each day. She experimented with colorful salads, vibrant smoothies, and wholesome grains. Cooking became a creative outlet, and she delighted in trying new recipes. The energy she gained from nourishing her body filled her with enthusiasm, and she found herself exploring the nearby woods, invigorated by the fresh air and the beauty surrounding her. As she embraced these changes, Mia recognized the importance of addressing her mental well-being. She discovered journaling, pouring her thoughts onto the pages each night. This practice became a sanctuary for her emotions, a place to reflect on her day, celebrate small victories, and confront the fears that had long held her captive. Through writing, she learned to silence the negative self-talk that had plagued her for years, replacing it with affirmations of self-love and acceptance. Inspired by her progress, Mia decided to rekindle her passion for art. She had always loved to paint but had set it aside in the chaos of life. With her newfound energy, she began dedicating time each week to create. The canvas became a canvas for her emotions, each brushstroke a reflection of her journey. As she painted, she felt a sense of freedom and joy that had been missing for far too long. The most significant transformation came when Mia realized she wanted to share her journey with others. Overcoming her fear of vulnerability, she started a blog to document her experiences. She wrote about her struggles, her victories, and the small steps that had led to big changes. To her astonishment, her words resonated with many, and a community began to form around her story. Comments flooded in from people who felt inspired and motivated by her journey. Mia's blog became a source of connection and support, both for her and her readers. She organized local meetups in the village, inviting others to share their own stories and struggles. It was in these gatherings that Mia discovered the transformative power of community. Together, they celebrated each other's progress, creating a safe space for vulnerability and growth. However, the journey was not without challenges. There were days when self-doubt crept back in, whispering that she wasn't enough or that her efforts were insignificant. During those moments, Mia leaned on her newfound friends and the community she had nurtured. They reminded her that every small step mattered and that progress is not always linear. One crisp autumn day, Mia decided to host a transformation festival in the village, inviting everyone to come together to share stories of change and growth. The festival featured art displays of local artists, wellness workshops, and inspiring talks. As the day unfolded, Mia felt a surge of gratitude for how far she had come and the connections she had forged. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the village, Mia stood before a crowd of friends, neighbors, and new faces. With a heart full of emotion, she shared her journey and the lessons she had learned. She spoke of the power of small steps and the importance of community, encouraging everyone to embrace their own transformations, no matter how small. In that moment, Mia realized the true impact of her journey. It wasn't just about changing her own life, it was about inspiring others to take their first steps toward change. As laughter and applause filled the air, she felt a sense of fulfillment that transcended her individual journey. Months later, as she stood in her studio surrounded by vibrant canvases, Mia reflected on her path. The village, once a place of stagnation, had transformed into a vibrant community of growth and connection. She had learned that change doesn't always have to be monumental, it's the accumulation of small, intentional steps that leads to big transformations. With a renewed sense of purpose, Mia picked up her brush, ready to create her next masterpiece, her life. As she painted, she smiled, knowing that her journey was just beginning, and that together, they could continue to inspire one another to embrace change and celebrate every step taken.